Hello, this is Starlight Studio and Games, guys. Hey guys, same Starlight Studio on Instagram, on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitch, and you will get some more exciting content here. I'm planning on doing some art content. I'm planning on doing some gaming content. Right now, this is gaming. I've done a lot of work already today. I did like a cooking stream earlier on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, guys, because that is my primary hub. That's my home. I've been there for like 6 years, 7 years, something like that. I can't even keep track anymore. I've been on there for a while. Follow me on Twitter because that's where you're gonna keep track of my of if I'm live or not here. Obviously, if you follow here as well, and I think Twitch themselves gives you a notification. Make sure your notifications are on. If not, follow my Twitter, and the Twitter will give you notifications one way or another. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. Now that all that is done and out of the way, let's talk about organization. So let me show you something real quick. I've been playing this game for a while, and I've gotten all my characters leveled up, and most of my characters are done, and oh, wait a minute. There seems to be a problem. Now, they have changed a lot on this game, so you have to kind of pretend along with me a little bit. All right, so this follow along. Back in the day, there was no such thing as team setups. Okay, so there was like no way to remember what you were doing. This was the very last thing I ran, but it wouldn't help me remember the last thing before that. What was I running before that? You know what I find these very useful for? Because I don't have that many needs for presets. You know what I find it useful for? I find it useful for remembering. This is my beast team. And let me show you something else. There's no way to. I can't open this. Like, at least let me like open it. Like obviously it should be like locked or something. Like, let me open it. Let me look at who my champions were. What champions did I use? Oh yeah, those. I can't get into a run. Oh well, can't get into a run. Boo-hoo. But at least let me look at them. Something, right? No, but what I figured out was exactly what I just showed you. Is I just started making pre-mates. And if you're new to a medium account, this is going to be very easy because you don't have that many accounts anyway. And because of the way the game's set up, the majority of dungeons and stuff remember the very last run. I wish a couple others remembered your last run. For example, Doom Tower. I wish Doom Tower did this, especially secret rooms. Like, it's so annoying to like do this to fill it. Like, what was my last team? I don't remember what my last team was. I don't remember what my last team was. I have no idea. So yeah, this is my. This is actually and this is a different preset. And I'm like, I don't even know what save team presets this are. This is. It was like, who are these guys? Scarab. That's like my friend. This is my regular team time. Doom Tower climb. And this is like good to like halfway. Oh, I can't do that? How about, hold on. How about 50? About 50%. Okay, so, and then bomb on the new, then this is like, what team is this? I don't even know what team that's supposed to be. Stag Knight. don't remember what team that's supposed to be. Scarab. This is my Doom Tower Climb hard team. This is my Doom Tower Climb hard. So it gets hard like about 50% of the way, and then I kind of switch. So like if I want it to be faster, and I want it to be safer. And then like this team, I don't know what that team is. What team? Oh man! Oh come on! Come on! Come on! What team is this? What team is? Wait, what team? What team is? What team is this? I don't know. I really don't know. What team is this? I'm gonna put myself a note so I can remember what team that is. I don't know. This is obviously Ogres or something. Like Ogres? Ogre Doom Tower question? Close enough. Anyway, so yeah, like that's it's not. I mean, it's not a big deal. And by the way, I think this wasn't always doing this, but the dungeon bosses do remember what your last team was. But the issue is here, it doesn't remember what the last Griffin was. So like, let's just say you don't absolutely remember 100% what your Griffin team was. You still have to look it up or make a preset or something, or like you have to go into, this is 350. You have to go into like, okay, let me go into 325. Let me run a run. Okay, what was the last? Then exit it out. Like you have to do a lot of work if you can't remember your team. And like, yeah, we have the presets, but in reality, we don't really need all those presets. But at the same time, I definitely like having the presets. We just don't always necessarily need them. Like I'm only going to use the presets when I need them, right? Like if the game isn't going to remember it for me, then I'm going to use the presets. Like I'm going to use this first to like a priority system. I'm going to use the game's memory system first. Then I'm going to use the preset. Like I'm not always going to use the presets because that's actually a little bit of a pain to do. Like you're not always gonna do that. Like okay, let me do this, and then like they actually fixed that with Arena recently, so that's good. So they're making a lot of changes, guys. So this is not a negative comment on Raid. This is just saying like I would like to see more of this simplification. I would like to see more of this. Absolutely. Anyway, so let me show you what I was bumbling around today. So, if I'm doing Minotaur, I have absolutely no idea who doesn't have masteries. I don't know if my seer has masteries or not. And there's no way to know, so let me get rid of him. There's no way to know. How come there's no way to know? There's no way for me to tell. Okay, I know she's equipped. I know she's equipped because of that. But and then okay, they came out with this like handy dandy mark your champion for that very reason. But it's still kind of pain. But so then I go into the champion like okay. Who's done? Okay, masteries. Okay, your masteries are done. Now, beforehand, you could always see your masteries. You could always see your masteries by doing this. But you could not see your skills. Okay, you weren't for some reason you were not able to see the skills. All it would show, it was the picture, and you had no idea if they were booked or not. So thank you, Raid, for making that change. I wonder if anybody else has noticed that change. Anybody else notice that change? Comment below. It's absolutely fantastic. We just need a couple more of these little changes. It just makes it easier for us to navigate our game and remember who we were working on. And okay, this champion is like 80% done. This champion is all masteries are done. Check. I don't know. This would be a way to like help us like organize, like, because at the end of the day, they advertise thousands of champions, right? So like, I don't want to show my main account. I really don't. This is my free-to-play account, and I've actually gotten rid of a couple champions recently. So and I've now had, and I wasn't completely aware, but I actually had this account for a little while now. Since Ninja, I've had this account since Ninja, so it's actually getting kind of old now. I didn't realize it was that long. But yeah. But anyway, so I do appreciate this change. So Ray does do good things. But anyway, so this is what I came up with. So a plus sign. Okay. Actually, let me back up. First of all, if it's in my primary area, okay, whatever that's called, the collection, collection. That's weird. Can be involved. If it's in the primary collection area, it means I'm working on it in some way. Masteries, books, gear. For Arbiter, it's gear, right? Like, she still needs to work on her gear. For this guy, same thing. The heart means that he's done. The heart means he's done. And as a matter of fact, I might need to work on him a little bit more. So I might switch that. And I just came up with this idea, so who knows if I'm gonna remember it myself, but here it is. Anyway, the plus side means that they need work. Plus, I need to do something. So like, look, I'm looking in my vault. Let's see, heart. Oh, that means he's done. All his books are done. Yay. All his messages are done. Yay. Heart. All of these guys are done. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Ran into a problem. I have 2 cold hearts. 1, 2. Because they're over here, it means they're done. Okay. In actuality, both of these guys need to work on their gear, but I'm not worried about them at this moment, so they can sit there. And I'll remember that I need to work on cold heart because, well, 1 is cold heart, and 2 because I'm gonna do better on my spider. So I'm not gonna have any trouble worrying about my cold heart. And my number 1 cold heart is better than my number 2 cold heart. So because it's cold heart, I can remember. Because it's like, you're kind of a special champion. I need her to hit hard. I know she's not hitting hard right now. And because she's kind of sort of a special champion, like Royal Guard, etc., like these champions, they're easier to remember because they're special. So, like, yeah, so I'm not gonna have any trouble remembering cold heart. I would put her over here, but I'm trying to just do just Faction Wars right now. So I'm focusing on just Faction Wars and nothing else. I don't want to get distracted. Okay, so that's why I'm doing it this way, and I recommend that strategy for other people. And I do, and what I've been doing is I've been doing 2 or 3 Faction Wars at a time, and I'll explain more about that in a different video, guys. Okay, so anyway, let's move on. So I did the same thing for Armiger. Heart means that he's done. Heart means that he's done and booked. Plus side means he's not done, not booked, and most of my masteries. Okay, so what if they have masteries and no books? Well, they belong over here. Normally, but because I'm only worrying about Faction Wars, I'm gonna keep them there. So next time I do that, and I gotta write myself a note or on my phone or something, that I'll eventually have to move all of my champions that still need books to the left side. Okay, so at some point I'm gonna have to do that. So I'm gonna have to make myself a mental note, write it on my phone, something to eventually move them over. It's not going to be too hard because you're always working on something in Raid Shadow Legends, so it's not too terribly hard to think about, but you might be so excited about that new shiny champion that you forgot about the old champions that you were working on. So my strategy for this is to have the champions that I'm working on be absolutely amazing. Now, none of these champions are going to be absolutely fantastic god tier champions. And if I pull any of those champions, yes, of course I'm going to build them. But I want to get the most out of the champions that I already have before crossing my fingers and hoping for a new one. So like that, I think that's the mindset you have to go into when you're working on a free-to-play account. As a matter of fact, I recently got rid of some champions that we're never gonna use. Like I'm never gonna use this guy, but he's not level 5. He's level 60. He's ranked 6. So there's nothing I can do with this guy. And he's just way outdated. He's way outclassed. I might be able to do something with her. Hopefully I'll be able to do something with her. Hopefully I'll be able to do something with Rhonda, but not right now. They're in my reserve vault. Thank you for the reserve vault raid. That is actually very useful for organizing my champions. So yeah, so now you guys know the heart means that you're good to go. The plus side means, hey, I need some work. And then of course you have the other ones, right? You have the other ones. So if you want to mark it, if you want to give something a special mark, okay, this is my defense build, this is my attack build, this is my whatever build, and then you can do that. I wish you could like add an extra note or something. Like sometimes the tag is not enough. Like I wish you could just put a note or like put a little exclamation mark, open the exclamation mark, like okay, this champion still needs to work and I'm gonna do this with this champion, whatever, right? So like yeah, do they have everything that I would like them to have? No, but they have done leaps and bounds since I've started, and most of these changes I've noticed because I opened a free-to-play account. I never would have noticed it if I didn't do that, because I was playing on my old account, and like my old account is a nightmare when it comes to how many champions I have. So like yeah, I don't even want to begin trying to organize that in any way, fashion, shape, or form. Like no way. I just kind of just do my best. It might take me who knows how long in order to eventually clean that out. Not today. Anyway, so this is my strategy for making Raid make a little bit more sense with the tools that they have given you. Hopefully they will come out with more tools later so we can organize our own accounts a little bit better. I was going to comment about the gear. I mostly like it. I feel like it needs... First of all, it feels a little busy. It feels a little busy. Like, I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. Like, it just feels... I don't know. Is it just me, or it just feels a little bit busy? I don't even know what this does. That's the one thing I'm gonna comment on. I don't know what this does. Like, why? What's the point? What's the point of that? I mean, I know what it's doing, but what's the point of that? Like, I want to organize it with sets. I don't understand. Like, why would I ever turn this on? Like, why would I ever use this? Like, anybody know? Like, fully reworked. I'm not really sure what this has done. I'm not really sure what that means or what that even does. I don't know. What is that doing? I don't know. What is that doing? I don't think that does anything. Anyway, and then like, I'm not quite sure what this does. It like, I think it moves them to the left, but like, it should hide the not priority pieces. In my mind, it should hide the pieces, not just move them around. and then like it doesn't quite do what I would like it to do. But it's a step in the right direction. So thumbs up for step in the right direction, but I think it's missing some things. Anyway, this is all I need to say about this comment, this video today. This has been Starlight Studios with hopefully something that not everyone talks about. Catch you next time. See ya.